All right, so that part is out. Right to there. Good stuff. We're nice and clean. There's a filter. I already took the connector sensor off. That's the sensor. I got a transfer. Oh, by the way, today's cigar is Drew Estates de Chateau Real. All right. So I will be reusing the sensor on the new kit. This is already unscrewed. And there it is. Comes off that easy. Set this to the side. All right. Now, I noticed there's a bit of oil there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But I'm no mechanic. But I didn't know that oil gets in the air. You say, whoa. Oh yeah, time to go. The truck has 45. Actually, no. 42-ish thousand miles. There it is. That goes garbage. All right. It's pretty clean. Not bad. All right. Ooh. Time to clean that up. Cool beans. Very straightforward. Nothing special. Very simple. Obviously, I disconnected the negative, like you guys always should. I didn't show that because if you guys don't know how to disconnect the negative off your battery, just take your truck to a mechanic and let him do the work. Don't touch this stuff. This is very straightforward. All right, let me put it together and check with you guys in a few. Should be straightforward process, no big deal. Alrighty, so you put that bolt. Just need to get an extension. I always have one. I have multiple. That's it. Get it tight there. Start it by hand cranking it. Since I'm working at home, I got my home tools. I don't got my truck tools. We've been having rain for the past couple of days. It rained yesterday on and off, and today I'm like, let's do this before it rains. Alrighty, good stuff. Now, I had already transferred the air sensor into the tube. Cold Air provides with the bolts or the screws or whatever you want to call it. I say screws. And then you put it in. That's how it looks inside. It's pretty. Ooh. All right, let's get this project moving. All right, everyone, we are done. Let me see if I can hold the phone and hold the cigar at the same time. All right, so this tube is done. The tag was kind of long, and I didn't want to interfere with the alternator, so I just put a zippy. It's a preference thing. I like everything tidy. And the only thing that I snagged that I hit, all right, I don't know if you guys can see on camera, there was a tree zip tie that hold the harness to it, and maybe it's an engineer thing. This is the length of it, which is okay, but the cable was about 2 inches short than what I needed it. So very simple. Took the zippy tie off, just twist the cable, the harness for that. This is going to get modified as well in a later date. Yeah, that's something coming for here, but I digress. So I double zippy tie to whatever this is. I'm not a mechanic, so I zippy tie that. This is pretty sturdy, and I also double zippy tie here. Anyways, it's double zip tie there, just to give so it wouldn't cause tension on this cable and mess up the oxygen sensor, or the flow oxygen, whatever this is called, some kind of sensor to it. So I did notice, I don't know if this was a design thing, but I like it. I like the engineering part of it. These guys, water can get in there and messed up. So this was actually facing downward. So if there's any water here, it just drains easier, so it doesn't collect on the screw, right? And I noticed this one was the same way, because as you guys can see, this stays as is. So I'm like, you know what? I like that from an engineering standpoint. So when I put this one, I did the exact same way, facing down, so any water that gets trapped inside there, it can drip down from it. I like that. So it's in there, it's secure, you can tuck it, you can see it. The box is in, nice and tidy. Now the only thing I need to do, and I reconnect the negative, and now hold on. And yeah. Maybe the truck needs me too. All right, guys. This is not happening. So it's in there. There's a trick to it. I'll show you guys in a bit. All of this, you gotta press both buttons at the same time. 3 seconds. Okay, you have one. Opens, closes. Let me do that with both hands. Okay, so the key was not in sync with the vehicle. I guess when I take the battery off, it happens. All right, so what you do is very simple. Make sure the truck is locked, and you press real close, press the lock and the unlock button at the same time. And what you gotta wait, they say 3 seconds, but I think it's a little longer than that. When you press both together, you press it, you're gonna hear the truck, the auto lock mechanism go through a full cycle. So what happens is it resets the key. You do not need a key fob. I contacted the dealer. They said, oh, we need to reset, get a service. You may need a new key fob, which is all BS from Chevy. Okay, so before this was not working. As you can see, I'm not touching any buttons. It's locked. And this is what happens. See? Very simple. Locks and unlocks. So now it's locked. Let's try it. And the auto start is now working. I guess so. All right, we're back. So I noticed the auto start does not work when the hood of the truck is open. Interesting. Maybe it's a safety thing in case you got tools in your engine bay, something there that may cause issues. But anyways, I close it and there it is. Good stuff. And it works. As soon as I open the hood, the truck stops. I guess that's a GM safety thing. All right. So we do the old-fashioned way. Here it is. We don't need the air. And there it is. Working. It's kind of nerve-wracking seeing the timing belt going because that master cover is no longer here. I also notice rust. This. That's it. Oh, by the way, I always have this guy here. He lives in my truck at all times. That's to fill that. All the fluids. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. The whole setup took about, I want to say, 20 minutes, including that little snack. But overall, it's good stuff. Oh, can't do that. It's good. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. So overall, the process is very simple. It's not complex at all. It's very easy. The instructions are phenomenal. They're very good. I read it before I did the installation, and I already had an idea. I already saw another YouTube, shout out to Hawaiian Lone Star. Now, I purchased this not because of him, because he has the same truck, not because of him, not because of anything at all. If you actually go to his channel, Lone Star, Hawaiian Lone Star, I guess he has some kind of discount, whatever. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. I pay this with my money. Definitely not sponsored by Cold Air Inductions, but I was always a K&N kind of guy, and after a bunch of videos, when I say a bunch, a lot of them, there was one issue that I kept hearing. The filter will increase horsepower, I believe 11 or 13 horsepower, whatever that is, but there's an issue with the filter that I don't like, because this is not a weekend truck. This is a daily driver. This is my daily driver. I love this thing. I love to drive it, right? The K&N filter does not filter a lot of the microns, dusty particles from the driving. This does. So it may give you horsepower, but it's letting stuff get into your engine that potentially is not healthy. So I took that into consideration. If this was a street car or a street truck, whatever you want to call it, I'll definitely get the K&N, because I'm a K&N filter fan for years. Now, all my cars and all my trucks previous, they all had K&N filters. Not on this truck, because of that. Now, I'm not saying K&N is not good. I just took that little thing into consideration, because I do drive this on dirt roads and there's a whole lot of dust. And I'm not always the lead truck. Sometimes I follow the lead truck or the other trucks in front of me. In that case, I'm getting all their dust into my truck, into there, and into the engine. So for that reason, I did not go with the K&N, if that makes any sense. So it's a much bigger filter. Time will tell. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.